When it comes to affordable smartphones, Samsung continues to dominate the mid- and entry-level market by combining solid hardware, polished software, and long-term support. The company's budget lineup for fall 2025 is particularly strong. Models in this segment now offer higher refresh displays, larger batteries with fast charging, and camera systems that outperform most competitors in the same price range. At the same time, Samsung maintains a consistent update policy, which makes these devices not only cost-effective but also reliable in the long run. This ranking highlights the best budget Samsung smartphones worth considering in autumn 2025, based on performance, display quality, battery life, and overall value. The Samsung Galaxy A16 shows how far budget smartphones have come in 2025. Here we get a large 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with smooth 90Hz refresh rate and full HD+ resolution. Brightness goes up to 800 nits, so even outdoors the display stays perfectly readable. Inside sits a big 5000 mAh battery that supports 25-watt fast charging, enough to easily last through a full day of active use. The main camera is a 50-megapixel wide sensor, delivering crisp and detailed shots, while an additional macro lens lets you get creative with close-ups. There are some limitations to note: no eSIM support and not all carriers are compatible. The phone works fine with Verizon and AT&T, but not with T-Mobile. Also, you won't find a power adapter in the box. Still, for its price, the Galaxy A16 combines a bright AMOLED display, reliable battery life, and Samsung's consistent software support, making it a strong contender in the budget lineup this fall. If you're shopping at the very bottom of Samsung's lineup, the Galaxy A05 is the safe pick that covers the basics without drama. You get a large 6.7-inch HD+ display for comfortable scrolling and video, a 50-megapixel main camera that's surprisingly decent in daylight, and an 8-megapixel selfie camera for simple social shots. Inside is an octa-core platform paired with 4 GB of RAM and 64 or 128 GB of storage, enough for everyday apps and light gaming. Battery life is the highlight. A 5000 mAh pack with support for up to 25-watt charging keeps it going through a full day and then some. Practical touches include the 3.5mm headphone jack and One UI with Smart Switch for easy migration. Keep in mind the limitations: no eSIM, no charger in the box, and carrier compatibility favors Verizon, AT&T, and many of their MVNOs, but not T-Mobile or its MVNOs. If you need a dependable entry-level Samsung for fall 2025, the A05 delivers endurance and a usable camera at the lowest possible price point. Just set expectations on performance and display sharpness. The Galaxy A54 remains one of Samsung's most balanced mid-range phones. And even in 2025, it's still a strong option for buyers who want premium features without the flagship price. You get a crisp Super AMOLED display with smooth refresh rates, vibrant colors, and excellent outdoor visibility, making it a pleasure for streaming and gaming. Battery endurance is reliable, with performance optimized so that even certified refurbished units guarantee solid health and at least 80% capacity. Cameras are a big step up compared to budget models. The main sensor captures sharp, detailed photos, while Samsung software delivers consistent results in low light. This device is fully unlocked, so you can use it across all major carriers in the US and abroad without worrying about compatibility. The box doesn't include headphones or a SIM card, and the charger may be generic, but the overall experience remains very close to brand new. For anyone looking for the sweet spot between affordability and flagship-level polish, the Galaxy A54 is still the go-to mid-range Samsung in fall 2025. Moving up the ladder, the Samsung Galaxy A35 5G is where mid-range truly starts to feel premium. It packs a 6.6-inch Full HD+ Super AMOLED display with Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, giving you both stunning visuals and serious durability. Power comes from the Exynos 1380 chipset with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, plus support for microSD cards up to 1 terabyte. Plenty of room for games, movies, and photos. On the back, you'll find a versatile triple camera system led by a 50-megapixel main shooter, joined by an 8-megapixel ultra-wide and a 5-megapixel depth sensor. For selfies, there's a solid 13-megapixel front camera. Battery life is handled by a 5000 mAh pack, so endurance isn't a concern. And because it's fully unlocked with 5G support, you can use it with virtually any carrier.
All in all, the Galaxy A35 5G strikes a fine balance between performance, design, and reliability, a near flagship experience at a price still firmly in the mid-range. At the very top of this ranking sits the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G, a phone that still dominates the budget to mid-range space even in 2025. It brings a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, delivering smooth animations and vibrant colors that rival far more expensive devices. Under the hood, there's 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, with performance tuned for everyday multitasking and entertainment. The camera setup is versatile: a 64-megapixel main sensor, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, plus dedicated macro and depth lenses, giving you plenty of creative options for both photography and video. Powering it all is a 5,000 mAh battery, easily enough for a full day of use, backed by reliable fast charging. And with full 5G support, you get access to the latest networks for faster streaming and downloads. While this model is often sold renewed and may come with the generic charger instead of the original box contents, the value is hard to beat. The Galaxy A53 5G remains a proven, affordable all-rounder that continues to deliver where it matters most: display quality, cameras, battery life, and long-term software support.
So, as we look at Samsung's current budget and mid-range lineup, one thing becomes clear: the company has found the formula for balance. Big, bright AMOLED displays, dependable 5,000 mAh batteries, and software support that stretches far beyond what most competitors in this price bracket can offer. Yes, there are always trade-offs. Sometimes you won't find a charger in the box, sometimes performance is tuned more for efficiency than raw power, but overall, Samsung continues to set the standard for affordable smartphones that still feel reliable and modern. For anyone searching this fall for a device that won't break the bank, yet won't feel outdated in a year, Samsung's budget series remains one of the safest bets on the market.